What's going on, everybody? UFC Fight Night 76, Poirier versus Duffy is coming our way, and we're going to get into our own breakdown of which fights are going to possibly make waves in their own divisions and how they're going to make those waves. Dustin Poirier comes into this fight with a pretty good record, and he comes in with a 2-fight win streak, but honestly, we don't think his last one was that good, but it was still good enough to get him a headline fight on the UFC doubling card. He beat both Yancy Medeiros and Carlos Diego Ferreira, and both of those were pretty good finishes. But if we were going to do some MMA math here, we don't care. We're going to do it anyways. I mean, how is Dustin Poirier supposed to beat the last man who beat Conor McGregor, which is the guy who beat him? So you have to seriously think that the matchmakers were probably up to something here. Duffy has his own 2-fight win streak, but his fights are pretty impressive as well. So it's probably a pretty even matchup when you actually look at it on paper. But still, people are going to say Duffy fought less qualified people than Dustin Poirier. The Diamond does have a higher TKO and KO record than Duffy, but Duffy is pretty much a technical submission guy, and that's usually what he goes for. But if you actually look at his striking is really technical and really advanced in itself, that he doesn't have to just rely on his submissions. On the physical side of things, they're both almost identical, but Joe Duffy takes less damage per round in most of his fights than Dustin Poirier. But Dustin Poirier has the better striking accuracy, so they kind of cancel each other out on that end. In the striking realm, Duffy, he usually just lays back and he's calm and he picks his shots. But is he going to be able to remain calm when Dustin Poirier comes at him full steam like he usually does? So here we are again with MMA math, but that's just a part of the tale. It doesn't tell the full story. And so MMA fans are going to have to keep a really close eye on this fight, especially the bettors out there, because this is a really close fight and anything can happen in this fight. This might be the angle that the matchmakers were going for, as any one of these fighters getting the 3-fight win streak with the headline and the profile that they get, why would they not get a title shot? The last fight we're going to talk about here is Paddy Holohan versus Louis Smolka. We can see why the UFC matchmakers wanted to put this one together. These guys are non-stop action throughout the whole entire fight. Smolka comes in with a higher striking average and a high output, but Paddy Holohan, he could basically stand in the ring with him. So this could easily turn into a boxer versus submission guy type of classic fight that we used to see back in the days of the UFC, because Paddy Holohan can just work Smolka on the ground and it'll probably go his direction. People want to see this amazing submission game coming out of SBG in Ireland. That's where Conor McGregor trains, so maybe it could give us a hint of what he has in store for Jose Aldo in December. So while this fight might not have title implications, a good win for any one of these guys to put them on a 2-fight win streak and possibly bump them up to pay-per-view main cards, because both these fighters have usually fought on undercards or even worse than that. So MMA fans out there, share your thoughts with us, tell us what you think about this fight, and tell us what your breakdown might be for this fight, because we might have missed something. But as always, don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe as we continue bringing more from MMA Hype Watch.